Hey guys, and today we have some good news on GT20029, the drug that's being developed by Kintor Pharmaceuticals for the treatment of androgenetic alopecia. This drug is a proteolysis targeting chimera compound, which is designed to destroy the androgen receptor in the hair follicle and prevent DHT from damaging the hair. Now, that's how it should work in theory, but we may not be saying in theory anymore because it looks like that's the case in clinical trial practice, because today, the phase 2 clinical trial data finally came out on GT20029. We've been waiting for this since the first quarter of 2024, but now that we're technically in the second quarter, this is fantastic news.
Yes! Yes!
So we recently got a press report from the phase 2 clinical trial outcome from Kintor on GT20029. So, Phase 2 was a multi-center randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study designed to evaluate the efficacy and safety of the compound treating male androgenetic alopecia. In this 12-week study, consisting of 180 participants, the primary endpoint was the average change from baseline in non-vellus target area hair counts, and to see if there was a statistically significant increase in these target area hair counts for both the once daily and twice weekly groups of GT229. It should be noted that in each group, there is a placebo group that serves as a control to compare against the experimental group that received some kind of GT229 topical treatment at a different concentration. So for instance, the once daily GT229 had a placebo control group where essentially they didn't receive anything, and they had the experimental group that received 0.5% GT229 applied topically to the scalp. On the other hand, the twice weekly group, here we had the control placebo again, and again, this is the group that didn't receive any sort of therapeutic benefit. We also had the experimental group that received 1% GT229 twice a week, and also another group that received 0.5% GT229 twice a week as well. The 0.5% daily dosing group of topical GT229 saw an increase of 16.80 hairs per centimeter squared from baseline. This significantly outperformed the placebo group. Furthermore, and this is what I'm pretty excited about, the 1% twice a week dosing group was identified as the most optimal, combining efficacy with a lower dosing frequency. So let me note this by saying the twice weekly dose of 1% topical GT229 only saw an increase of 11.94 hairs per square centimeter. This is slightly lower than the 16.8 hairs per square centimeter baseline that we observed in the 0.5% topical daily dose of GT229. But this is really good though, because honestly, if you just at the very least need to apply this thing twice a week, that's fantastic. Who knows, maybe a 1% GT229 daily use could have led to an even greater increase in target area hair count. But on a side note, there are some things that are a bit worrying about this study, and it's the fact that it only went on for 12 weeks. Now, 12 weeks is not enough time in some cases to actually show an adequate growth of hair. It could be the case that if we extended the treatment duration to 24 weeks or even a year for this clinical trial, that the placebos could have very well outperformed the treatment or have been just as effective as the treatment. So that's something we have to keep in mind. If you look at pyrolutamide KX826, we kind of see something similar here, right? Where the phase 2 in that study suggested that pyrolutamide was very efficacious, but then phase 3 came out and it was proven in a larger, more robust clinical trial that essentially there was no statistical difference between the placebo and KX826 pyrolutamide. But that was then and this is now. So hopefully when the phase 3 clinical trial is finished, whenever we get that data, hopefully we can see that GT229 outperformed the placebo. And if it did, that's really good news. That means that GT229 could be getting on the market sometime late 2026, maybe early to mid 2027, at least in China and perhaps in the United States of America for the treatment of androgenetic alopecia. And I almost forgot to mention, it has been proven to be safe, at least in this phase 2 clinical trial. Maybe if they were to experiment by using the 1% concentration daily, maybe there could be a chance for side effects, but so far, there is no sort of side effect, so this is pretty good news. Well, with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I was a bit concise. I'm trying to be a bit more conversational with the script here, not just simply reading from a script or whatever. I just want to talk to the audience and just be more straightforward. So if you got this far in the video, comment in the comment section below. Nice hair. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Let's be positive. Let's hope that GT229 will be a successful treatment. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.